Have you ever told yourself you have forgiven someone, but deep inside the memory still stings? Mhm. Does forgiveness mean erasing the past, or is it about learning to live with it? Yep. Today we are going to talk about one of the hardest lessons in life, forgiveness, and more importantly, how to let go without forgetting. Hey everyone, I am Dr. Mukund. Welcome back to my podcast, the Road Dog Podcast. I hope you are having a great day today and let's understand what forgiveness is and we'll deep dive into it. I know this is a pretty much very sensitive topic for most of the people. So, with no further ado, let's just get into it. Understanding forgiveness. Let's unpack this. Forgiveness is often misunderstood by so many of us in general. People think forgiveness means saying it's okay, let's pretend it never happened. But that's not true. Forgiveness doesn't erase the past. Forgiveness is not a reset button. It's actually about releasing the hold that pain has on you. When you forgive, you're not saying the hurt was acceptable. You are saying, I refuse to let the pain control me anymore. And that shift from anger to freedom is where the healing actually begins. Yep, you heard it all right now. Yeah, the let's also cover the myth of forgetting, isn't it? We all heard the phrase forgive and forget, right? In our lifetimes we all came across this line. I know that. I have heard it million times. I know that. I sense you might have also heard this million times. But the truth is, our minds don't forget pain easily, and they are not supposed to. Our brain remembers hurt so we can protect ourselves from repeating it. So, forgetting is not the goal here. If you have forgiven someone but still remember what they did, that's not failure. I call it wisdom. To be honest, yeah. Think about it like in this way, alright? Remember, this is your scar. It just shows up like you survived it, but forgiveness is what stopped the wounds from bleeding again. That's the most important thing to remember, people. It's not literally just, you don't forget anything, but you allow yourself to let it go and you make that choice on your own. And definitely, this process will take time, not just it's not going to vanish in one day. It will take some time, depends upon you actually. For some people it may take few months, some people it may take few weeks, some people it may take few years. We can't say exactly when it will, but the moment you decide to let it go, that's when the freedom starts. Yeah, now let's cover the steps to let go without forgetting. All right, so how do you actually do this? How do you forgive but not erase the memory? Here are 5 steps that might help you on your journey. Number 1, acknowledge the hurt. Number 2, separate the act from the person. Number 3, choose to release resentment. Number 4, set boundaries. Number 5, transform the memory. Now I am gonna unpack everything so that we all can understand in little bit more detail. So what I mean by acknowledge the hurt, it simply means don't suppress it. Say it out loud, write it down, Face it. Pretend it didn't happen only just delays the healing. Alright? Accepting that it did happen and you do acknowledge that it hurt you in some way is the first step in this healing journey. Alright? And the second one, separate the act from the person. People act out of their own pain, insecurities, or ignorance. It doesn't excuse what they did, but it helps you to see the bigger picture, isn't it? So, what I suggest is to look at the bigger picture. I know this is very difficult for each and every one of us, but the moment you try to separate the act from the person, it will help you in some way to release the pain. And let's move to the third one, choose to release the resentment. Forgiveness is not just a one time event, it's a choice you may have to make again and again until the grip loosens. Let's just say like this, you just hold on to something for longer period of time. Let's just say you are holding a cup on your hand. The longer you hold, the longer it gets hurt, you feel the pain. The moment you chose to keep it down, the pain starts slowly goes away. That's the same thing here. The healing, choosing to release that resentment is like that. So the moment you decided to release it from your mind or from your heart, whatever you think it is, you slowly feel that loosening of pain, and slowly you will feel like you are coming back to your own, isn't it? Try it. It definitely works. Not at the pace you wanted, but you will, at least I am guaranteed that from 100% there will be significant release of some percentage of your pain release. That's for sure. And let's move on to number 4, setting boundaries. Forgiving someone doesn't mean inviting them back into your life. You can forgive and still protect your peace. And this is one of the most important things, because if you don't set boundaries with that person, you are inviting that pain again and again and again, no matter how sweet they were to you in the beginning or whatnot. But you need to realize that the act that happened is actually what you are hurt, and through this person this has happened. The more you allow this person in your life, the more you get hurt and the more your peace will be disturbed. It is like a trigger point to you, so it always try to triggers you, pulls you back and bring you down, isn't it? That happens no matter what. So I suggest you to have some boundaries with that person or with that event or whatever it may be. You should not allow it one more time to enter in your life, and that's, you have to take the decision to set boundaries with those people. All right. And the fifth one, the final one, transform the memory. I mean, instead of letting it be a wound, let it become a lesson. Look back and say, I grew stronger because of that. That gives you so much strength. The moment you do that, you will feel like this event or this person who did this will no longer have the power to disturb your peace ever again. And that's the most, one of the most important things in the healing journey. And I know by the time you come to that stage, it would have taken a very, very long time, and you would have had so many questions in your mind: why this happened to me, why only me, why not someone else, this, that. I know that, I'm fully aware of that too. But the process of healing takes time too. Give yourself ample amount of time. Don't beat yourself up because the process is slow. It was supposed to be slow, and you will all realize that at some point you look back and tell yourself, like, oh God, I went through this and came out of this alone, or maybe with someone's help, you will be very thankful for learning this lesson, because this is also very important for life. I know people only want happiness and good things to happen in life, but sorry to disappoint you, everyone, because life doesn't happen in that way. So, life has good things and bad things. If you only want one thing, that's not your thing to choose, because the choice really, we really doesn't have that. But what you have is, if something goes wrong, then definitely you can follow all these steps to come out of it too, because life is an endless journey and death is part of it. And in the process of a life cycle, we all go through cynical things of goodness, badness, greatness, worst things, and whatnot. Life is really not in our control, my dear people. It's not. So, guys, friends, women, whoever you are listening to this, we really can't control anything. We just think we can control everything all the time. But the truth is very bitter. We really can't control anything. We only control very few things. So focus on those few things you can control. Because instead of thinking and wasting your time on why this happened to me, why this event has happened to me, why this person hurt to me, all these things, instead try to think about, how can I let this go? How can I actually forgive, but I don't forget the lessons from this? How can I move on with it? How can I transform into strength? Right? I will also like to share my own personal insight in this, because I mean, things happen and things will happen in many ways, and something like that happened to my story as well, not because of whatnot. It's not that someone intentionally did it, but it just happened. It's no one's fault, but it did happen. So, what I did, instead of taking revenge and all these things, I just acknowledged it. I simply followed all the 5 steps I did, and I'm good to go. Now I am even more careful, I am even more wiser, and I became even more better person. So, yeah, that's how it's gonna be. That's called life, my dear people. That's called life. So, that's what I would like to say. So, yeah, for me, forgiveness was never about letting go or letting that person back in my circle. It was about freeing myself. The memory is still there, but instead of anger, I carry the wisdom with me, and it stays with me forever. That's how I changed the pain into strength. And that's how everybody do that, not just me. So don't worry, people. Everything takes time, but you will become stronger only if you choose to become stronger. So here is my question for you. Think about one person or one event in your life that you struggle to forgive. What would change in your life if you let go of the anger but held on to the lesson? Remember, forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, not about them. It's about setting yourself free. I hope this, if you get the answers to these questions and my statements here, I'll repeat one more time. Remember this, forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. It's not about them ever. It's about setting yourself free. I hope you understood what I tried to say in this episode, and I would like to close this episode And thank you so much for spending this time with me here. If today's episode gave you something to reflect on, carry that energy forward. And as always, keep moving, my dear people. Keep growing and keep building the best version of yourself, because your life is not done yet. You still have many more to conquer. Trust me on this, and stay stronger, keep growing, and keep building yourself. The best version of yourself is yet to launch. This is Dr. Mukund signing off. Until then, take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.